Did you know that certain foods can slash years off your life? Recent studies reveal shocking truths. These foods are stealing your health bite by bite. It's time to reveal the culprits. Let's embark on a journey together to discover these foods to keep off our plates for a longer, happier life. In today's journey, we'll unveil the top foods that, despite their popularity, pose serious risks to your longevity. From hidden sugars to trans fats, we'll explore why these foods are on our blacklist. Prepare to rethink your diet as we dive into the science and stories behind each item on our list. Stay with us till the end and learn how to swap these dangerous foods with nutritious alternatives that can add years to your life. Processed meats.
Now, processed meat increases the risk of colon cancer relatively less. Still, 20% increase if you have the equivalent of a hot dog every day. So now that we have these numbers, which is the new thing that this study is giving us, it can give us an idea of how to estimate our risk, and we have to make that decision for ourselves.
The takeaway in a word is moderation.
Everything in moderation, including excess.
It's widely known that eating a lot of processed meats like bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and deli meats might not be the best for our health. These foods are popular all over the world because they're tasty and easy to prepare. However, there are some downsides to eating them too often. For example, they contain a lot of salt and unhealthy fats. More concerning, during the making, they contain harmful substances that may cause cancer. Health experts, including those from the World Health Organization, are paying attention. The WHO placed processed meats in a serious category of cancer-causing items, the same one that includes tobacco and asbestos, because of their strong connection to an increased chance of getting colorectal cancer. Research supports this concern, showing that people who eat a lot of processed meats have a higher chance of developing this type of cancer. But it's not just cancer. There are other health risks too. The high amount of salt in these meats can lead to high blood pressure, which is a major cause of heart disease. Also, the fats in processed meats can contribute to the development of diabetes. A study found that those who eat a lot of processed meats are more likely to develop type 2 diabetes, which highlights the importance of being careful with our diet. Sugary drinks.
Sugary drinks are not good for us. What does this study tell us in further detail?
Well, previous research has shown that sugar-sweetened beverages are associated with things like diabetes, weight gain, heart disease, and stroke. But what we didn't really look into was the increased risk of mortality or death. There have been very few studies that looked at that. And this research really did show that the more sugar-sweetened beverages you drank, the higher your risk of death, primarily from cardiovascular death, but also from cancer death as well.
Sugary drinks are a big part of today's diets, and they're causing a lot of health problems around the world. Drinks like sodas, fruit punches, and sweetened teas are loaded with added sugars, which play a big role in the rising rates of obesity. But it's not just about gaining weight. The sugar in these drinks can disrupt how our bodies handle sugar, leading to serious issues like type 2 diabetes and even increasing the risk of heart disease. The American Heart Association has highlighted how important it is for us to think carefully about what we drink because of these risks. The effect of sugary drinks on health is huge. Studies have found that they are linked to around 184,000 deaths every year across the globe. When you drink a lot of sugary beverages, it can make your body less good at managing sugar, which is a step towards diabetes. Plus, these drinks don't offer any nutritional value. That means not only are you getting calories you don't need, but you're also missing out on healthier drink options that could give you important nutrients. Trans fats.
Trans fat lowers your HDL, which is your good cholesterol, and it raises your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol. So all in all, trans fat increases your risk of heart disease.
Trans fats are hidden in foods like margarines, packaged snacks, and fried dishes, which is a danger to our health. The big problem is how they affect cholesterol levels. They raise bad cholesterol, that's LDL, and lower good cholesterol, which is HDL. This combination increases the risk of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death worldwide. The American Heart Association warns that trans fats are linked to over 500,000 heart disease deaths globally each year. Trans fats are made through a process called hydrogenation, which turns liquid oils into solid fats and makes food products last longer on shelves. Unfortunately, this is really bad for heart health. Some places have started to ban or limit trans fats because of their risks. This isn't new information. Decades of research show that even a little bit of trans fats in your diet can hurt your heart health, increasing the risk of diseases that affect the heart's arteries. Because of this strong evidence, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, or the FDA, has moved to eliminate partially hydrogenated oils, the main source of dietary trans fats, from the list of ingredients generally recognized as safe. White bread and refined grains.
Refined grains are included in the unhealthy dietary pattern, but is the increased risk associated with that pattern really due to the refined grains? So one of the important contributions of this new commentary coming out is that it is the first to examine the association between staple grain foods and diabetes risk, and refined grains that include both staple and indulgent grains and diabetes risk.
White bread and refined grains are common in diets worldwide, but the way that they're processed removes important components like bran and germ. This strips them of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Eating these foods can raise your blood sugar and insulin levels, leading to a cycle where you feel an energy boost and quickly get tired. These spikes are linked to an increased appetite, higher risk of type 2 diabetes, and obesity. Research, including studies in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, shows a clear connection between eating refined grains and gaining weight, as well as developing a metabolic syndrome, a group of conditions that heighten the risk of heart disease and other health issues. Beyond obesity and diabetes, a lack of fiber in white bread and refined grains can cause digestive issues and link to a higher risk of certain cancers. Eating a lot of refined grains can lead to nutritional deficiencies because these grains lack the essential nutrients found in whole grains, increasing the risk of chronic diseases. High sodium snacks.
Now, high blood pressure is indeed a leading cause of heart disease, strokes. It is the second most common cause of kidney failure. Yes, many people who are on dialysis, it's all because of high blood pressure. And we absolutely know that having a high sodium diet, a high salt diet, is a leading risk factor.
Everyone loves a quick tasty snack like chips, pretzels, or savory crackers. These snacks are easy to grab and eat, but they often come with a hidden cost. They can seriously increase your chances of developing high blood pressure, heart disease, and strokes. Sodium, which we need in small amounts for good health, can be dangerous when we eat too much of it. The American Heart Association suggests that we should aim for no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium each day, and ideally no more than 1,500 milligrams for most people. Yet a single serving of many popular snacks might have half of that daily limit. Take Anna's story for example. After she found out she had high blood pressure, Anna decided to make her own snacks with less salt, using herbs and spices for flavor. This change helped her bring her blood pressure back to normal and lowered her risk of heart disease. Anna's experience shows us that changing what we eat can have big benefits for our health. Highly processed junk foods.
Think of any parameter: mental, respiratory, cardiovascular, gastro, metabolic, cancer, mortality. Junk food poorly affects all of this. It increases risks of all kinds of problems: obesity by 66%, cardiovascular disease by 50%, type 2 diabetes 12%, mental disorders by 53%, depression by 22%. It is also linked to asthma and cancer and increases the risk of death by 21%. These numbers are disconcerting.
Junk foods that are heavily processed are made to make us want more and more. They're usually packed with calories, sugar, and artificial ingredients, but don't offer the nutrients we need. This can lead to a strange situation where people eat a lot but still lack proper nutrition, which can cause obesity and a group of health issues called metabolic syndrome. This includes problems like high blood pressure, high blood sugar, too much fat around the waist, and abnormal cholesterol levels. Eating a lot of these junk foods over time can lead to serious health problems like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. The increase in obesity rates worldwide is linked to more people eating these types of foods. A study published in the BMJ showed that eating lots of ultra-processed foods is connected to a higher chance of getting heart disease. These foods are hard to resist because they are convenient and addictive, but being aware of making careful choices about what we eat can help us live healthier lives. Alcohol.
The American Cancer Society came out and said any alcohol increases your risk of 7 different types of cancer. And I've been talking about this for 30 years because I have scans, and people who drink any alcohol have lower activity than people who don't drink at all.
Drinking alcohol is a habit many people have. It's okay to have a small amount daily, up to 1 drink for women and 2 for men, but drinking too much can cause big health problems. For example, our liver, which cleans out harmful stuff including alcohol, can get damaged if we drink too much. This can lead to a serious condition called liver cirrhosis, which happens after a lot of damage. Drinking over time can cause diseases like hepatitis. Also, it's important to know that drinking alcohol can cause the risk of getting some cancers, like those of the mouth, throat, esophagus, liver, breast, and colon. The more you drink, the higher the risk. Health experts around the world agree that alcohol can cause these problems, and it's one of the main reasons people get sick globally, causing both health issues and problems in society and the economy. In closing, remember that you have the power to change your health future. By choosing what to eat and drink wisely, we can make our lives healthier, reduce the risk of diseases, and feel better overall. Aim to eat whole, unprocessed foods that are good for your body and help meet your health goals. Thanks for watching, and watch one of our other videos to stay healthy. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips on how to live a healthier, happier life.